The concept of a rider is that you must apply the theorem to solve an actual sum. So if you look at the example in front of you, it says there that AD is 5 centimeters, MC is 6 centimeters. Calculate with reasons the length of BM. So my question is to find BM. Okay, now when you look at it, you will notice that you've got a side that's been bisected, two parallel lines. So clearly you can relate that to the midpoint, the converse of the midpoint theorem. If you look at your triangle, maybe you should turn it around so that you can actually see what I'm talking about. And what I usually teach my learners is highlight the triangle. Let it stand out so you can see what I'm referring to. So here's your triangle. Where this is the base of the triangle, that's the line that does the cutting. And then if you look at it, there's also another triangle with the same concept. Turning the diagram around again. Here's your second triangle, where you've got a side that's bisected and you've got your parallel lines. Remember, a line that's parallel continues to stay parallel. So if we start with the pink triangle, because that's a triangle that had the initial 5 and 6 centimeters in it. Are you in agreement that if you look at the triangle AMC, you will see that AP equals to PC. You will notice that DP is parallel to MC. So the converse says that AD equals to DM. Okay, and that's what you write out. For 1.1, you will say, I'm working in triangle AMC. In that triangle, you will indicate that AP equals to PC. How do you know that? It was given to you. When they indicate it like that, it indicates given. You are told that DP is parallel to MC, also given to you in the drawing. And therefore, you can conclude that AD equals to DM, converse of midpoint. So DM equals to 5 centimeters too. So that's your pink triangle. Okay, now we move on to our orange triangle. Because remember the question said we have to find BM. So if you look at the orange triangle, you will notice that BC equals to CE, that was given. You know that MC is parallel to DE, that was also given to you. So therefore DM is the same as MB, converse of midpoint. And you write exactly all of that. Don't assume that we know what your mind is saying. So you will say in triangle DBE, which is officially my orange triangle, BC equals to CE, that was given. MC is parallel to DE, that was given. And therefore, DM is the same as MB, which is 5 centimeters. And the reason you give is converse of midpoint. So that's our first one done. Okay, the next question says to you, find the length of DP. Well, if you look at the pink triangle, And if you remember what the midpoint said that if that's equal to that, and we've proven that that's equal to that, then it makes that half the length of that. So for 1.2, you will say in triangle AMC, you don't always have to name the triangle. I'll do it out of comfort. So you will say that AP equals to PC proven, AD equals to DM proven. We could just say given again here. Therefore DP is a half of MC, midpoint theorem. And DP will then be 3 centimeters. And then similarly, if you look at the orange triangle again, that's equal to that. We proved that's equal to that. That's parallel to that. More than enough information to tell me that DE, so for 1.3, DE will equal to 12 centimeters, because remember, MC is a half of DE. And you can either use Converse or midpoint theorem. We don't have to write all of that again. We can't write it every single time for every single part. Once you've said it once, you can just say DE equals to 12 centimeters, midpoint theorem. But if it's the first time you are stating a concept, like in 1.1, then you have to tell me all the reasons why DM was 5 centimeters. This is the start of midpoint theorem. I will post the worksheets, and in a week's time we will mark it, hence with another video as well.